Hey everyone, welcome to the second episode of Agentic Workflow. In last session, we saw a simple agent call with a calculator tool. In this video, we're going to see something elaborated, little more enhanced version of agent. So we're going to have a single agent with multiple tools. So before that, we'll see the simple roadmap for this agentic workflow. What all we're going to have. The first three things that we previously saw, the basics, but here we're going to see something like a little more on that, so that for we can have a better understanding on that. So foundation is nothing but you're going to have LLMs. Without LLMs, we cannot just work with agents because it cannot think without LLM. So the limitations that we talk about LLMs is it does not have any memory. So when you ask, it tells you what to do or gives you the answer back, but it won't have any memory of what we asked previously. So we need a record of that. Without that, LLM does not have. It knows, it answers what it knows, that's all. So the core agent loop should have it should observe and think and act. Then it sees the results and repeat the entire process again. So it should have a continuous process of understanding what the situation is, and it should act based on that. So with LLM, we can do such thing in the form of agent. That is what we call as an agent, where we give or assign role to each other, to each agent that we, specify or create. So what is the difference between chatbot and agent is act based on your goal that we specify. But when we ask chatbot, when we work with chatbot, you ask something and gives you back the answer if it knows. So that is the different. We can customize chatbot, that is called your agent. You can, if the agent or chatbot, customizing it, when we customize it, that is called as agent. So that is the difference in here. So, and also agent will act based on the situation, as I said previously. So it think if nothing is working out, it won't give back the answer saying that it is not working. It will actually ask by itself like why, and it search for alternatives or other things for it. So this is the foundations. If you know this, this is the basic. Understand this. What is chatbot and agent? Why we need agent? So it compare prices, picks the best. So it literally can think because we are giving the ability to do it. Next is we're going to do with the tool. First thing is tool is not agent. If you are going with mobile phones, applications are your tools. So we can use multiple applications, but operating systems is your LLMs. So with that, it performs all the tasks. And but here LLM says like which tool that I need to use for specific task. So tools are something which would be an add-ons in order to reduce the hallucination or to have a correct or exact results and to make the LLM process easier. And it would be like a structured way of having the entire model. So the simple tool definition in terms of LLM we can give is like name, description and parameters. Like what is the name of the tool, which may example like weather or web search or anything it may be. Here the description which we are giving is get current weather for a city. And description, parameters it should have like which place it should have, right? And units like it may be in a string format that I need. And the units, what units in the format of what units that we need to get the weather update, Celsius or Fahrenheit. So these are the simple definition that we can specify tool to LLM, so that LLM will understand what is this and for what I can use this for. So would description matter most? Yes. When we describe about something, we cannot just specifically say that this is what it is. We should be like explaining clearly about it because it is machine and it should be able to decide why I need to use it. So in that way, you should give a specific description, like bad description or a name. We can give a search. What search? Whether it is a document or web search or what it is. So for that, we are giving search company documents, description, search internal company documents. We are not saying like go and search open source. We just specifically give, or we can give a particular website or source that it need to search in. And handling tools error, we can say that call both at the same time, or it need to search specifically like do this first, second do this, like search for hotels and then book, which is the cheapest one. So we can give in this way instead of like going and facing a failure at certain call that nothing is available kind of results. So we can avoid such thing. And the next thing is prompting agents. So prompts, we have like system prompts where we need to specifically assign roles. Anyway, we're going to see it in agent calls. For agent or to call a tool or to decide which tool to be used, we need to give a system prompts properly, or we need to give like properly like rules or examples and what way it need to use the particular tool or actions it need to take. So everything we need to explain properly. Let's say like one example thought the user wants to know their order status. I need the order ID first. So action ask user for order ID. So that was the first thing that it need to do. So likewise, we are like structuring the Q&A for agent to ask to a user. Then the conversation would be with clarity, and it will be like with the quality also. So let's see like a complete example for this in code so that we can have a clear understanding. So in previous session, we saw AI agent, right? Like single agent, which would be using a single tool. But here we are having like multiple tools. How multiple tool call can happen. So that is what we're going to see in this video. So as we saw the three phases of agentic workflow, these are the basic for those three fundamentals to start agentic workflow. So we can go with any LLM model. I'm using Gemini again, and I'm using calculator, web search, and unit convert. So these are the three tools I'm using, and I just gave the functions for each, what calculator would be doing, which is evaluations based on the expressions. And web search, it can search on particular topic or query that have been made online that I've just given. And unit converter, I just gave directly like what it need to do, like kilometer, miles, kilometer. That conversion I just gave as basic for LLM to understand like what it need to know. So these are the tools and its description. And next we are going with system prompt. So in system prompt, I just gave like 4 rules. One is use tools for the specific task. Don't just randomly pick tools. If LLM knows the answer, you can actually answer it directly instead of searching tools. If the tool is giving wrong answers, be cautious, understanding like whether it is right or wrong, which means it has a evaluation. So I also included that, and ask user to give correct questions and just keep missing information, ask the user to specifically ask proper questions like convert 10, what it is, nothing. So it should clarify them with them instead of thinking directly and bringing that to tools. So these are rules that I have given to LLM. So I just wrote it down as an system prompt. Now, so in last session we saw we used Gen AI Protos, which is a structured way of giving function calls to Gemini. So whatever the results that we are getting from tools, we need to give that to LLM to respond back to the user. So we are using Gen AI Protos, which is nothing but a simple way of similar to JSON format that we write, right? Like structured way of writing, like objects. Similar to that, we are giving a language to LLM to understand like what parts it is and content, part and function response, name and response. So it is like structured for every like tokens we split, right? Something similar to that. So we are bringing the results from calculator and sending the results to LLM. LLM does not know what is calculator, what it does or not. It just takes the results and gives back to the user. This is what I got for your question. So same thing. I'm just using a simpler version of agentic call function response here. So anyway, I'm using Gemini in here again. The next thing is I think I should change the model. I've used 0.5 Pro, same thing. So here I have configuration. So we have content in here and calling system prompt and tools, 3 tools specifically, and automatic function call. Function call is LLM will decide which tool to be called. And later the content, I mean the response is added into the conversation, and LLM again will process the answer based on the rules, I mean the system prompt that I have given, right? Based on that, it will process the results and gives back to the user. This is what the agent will do. I'm using single agent, but 3 different tools in here. So it is, all the functions which is here is very simple and it is easily available in Google Doc. You can refer to that and you can try to write on your own few things. Simple things. Next, we'll try to run this and see. So these are 5 questions I have. Like this should be responded in a expected way because it is not a clear question. And this should LLM can think and answer. Anyway, we have web search and it should perform without even considering it. Let's see. Okay, it started giving me answers for it. First thing we have is final step. Okay, so we got the answer for first thing, like 23 times of 47 and convert 10 kilometer to miles. Yes, and what capital? Australia, Canberra, and final answer ready. So this part here use convert 50 miles to kilometer and then multiply that number by 2. So these things it does, and without even hesitant to search and ask in a tool. So Gemini wants to use one tool. So here I just asked it to mention if it is using tools, it will say like it is using tool. But here it didn't use a tool. It just know the answer, so it answered directly. Next, the final answer is ready. What unit do you want? So it just asked again. the user that what is the question, clear question. And here it used a calculator, here it used a converter, and here, yes, again the converter. So here the web search have been made by LLM knowledge. It didn't search for it. So specifically I just gave on that web search. So if it knows, it will answer. If it didn't, it will search or ask us to approve or something if we specify on that part. So yeah, I forgot to increase the size of this thing. Don't worry about it. I'll share the code anyway. End of this session maybe, or end of the session in the sense entire this series. We can have the entire scripts ready. But yeah, make use of this. Try to create one for your own so that you will have better understanding. Leave your comments if you need to know anything about it. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. See you all next video. Bye.